Welcome back to SPOOGE MMA, and in today's video we will be predicting UFC Atlantic City, Aaron Blanchfield versus Manon Fiorot. Scrap of a MMA main event, and I'll go in more detail and predict the main event, but first let's start predicting the first fights on the card with Angel Pacheco versus Colin Lafron. What a banger of a fight to start the card with. I'm going Colin Lafron to win via TKO. And I know his last bout out versus Taylor Lapilus, he honestly didn't really show much on the feet. But I think, this fight, he's going to show out, bro. He's going to show out. Especially, Angel Pacheco, he does get hit, bro. He does get hit. When he fought Danny Silva last on the Dana White Contender Series, bro, he got dropped with a left hook. And Colin Lafron, bro, he has a nice left hook. And it's a nice uppercuts. If you watch Colin Lafron versus Dylan Hazan, he had a really nice finish on him, bro. End up knocking him out, TKOing him. And I get, Colin Lafron, his last bout out versus Taylor Lapilus, kind of more clinch heavy, was 2 for 11 on takedowns, bro. And I believe in this bout, he's not going to have the UFC jitters, bro. His first fight, he probably had the UFC jitters. Didn't want to get KO'd in enemy territory, in France. Taylor Lapilus's home crowd. And, I think Colin Lafron is going to let go with the hands, and I think he's going to TKO Angel Pacheco, bro. But Angel Pacheco, he is a scrapper, dude. When he got dropped by Danny Silva with the left hook, he did come back and start the fucking fight even more better. But I think Colin Lafron, he's going to let go with the stand-up, and he could get takedowns of his own, too. But I think, Angel Pacheco, he gets a little bit too much hit for my liking. And I think Colin Lafron's going to TKO the shit out of him, bro. Left hook, then add uppercut. Following it, KOs fucking Angel Pacheco. Let's go, Colin Lafron, my Irish brother, for the TKO win. Next bout, Andre Petroski versus Jacob Malkoun. This is going to be a really interesting, intriguing bout, bro. Because Jacob Malkoun, he has a really nice single leg takedown technique where he gets the single leg, then he puts his chest on the thigh, then uses a sweep that take down his opponent almost every time. And like he has the takedowns, but he doesn't really add anything else rather than ground and pound, top position control. He has no submission wins. Andre Petroski, he does have submission wins, and the only thing Petroski would need to worry about would be his chin, bro. Because if Malkoun lands anything flush on his chin, Andre Petroski is gonna go down like a sack of potatoes, bro. But Petroski, he has submissions, and I feel like he'll be willing to go down on the ground with Jacob Malkoun rather than the Gerald Meerschaert, like when he fought Gerald Meerschaert, because Gerald, really nice on the ground, 28 submission wins, and Malkoun, no submission wins. I feel like Petroski would be willing to go down more on the ground with Malkoun rather than a GM3, because I feel like he'll be willing to reverse positions or transition to top to get a submission of his own. So I think, I think Petroski will win this bout via submission. I feel like he will get taken down in this bout, but I feel like he will transition to a top mount, or he will, reverse positions for a better position of himself. And I think he will get an arm triangle submission win, rear naked choke win, or a Kimura win over Jacob Malkoun. But it is going to be really intriguing to see how Andre Petroski reacts to the single leg takedown attempts. I think he will reverse them. I think he will transitions to a better position. And I think he will get one of his submissions locked in, like a rear naked choke, arm triangle, or a fucking Kimura, bro. So let's go, my dog, Andre Petroski, dude. Let's go, Petroski. Get the submission win over a Jacob Malkoun, dude. You have nothing to worry about on the ground. You don't have to worry about submissions or, much of a ground and pound. Just, when you get taken down, get the fuck back up, bro. Let's go, Petroski, for the submission win. Next fight, WMMA, Victoria Dudikova versus Melissa Gatto. Melissa Cat, all right? And I'm going Victoria Dudikova to win via decision, dude. But don't get me wrong, this is going to be her biggest test of her career so far in her UFC career, She's coming off a nice win versus Ginu Frey, actually dropped that skank, and she's before that fight was a KO win to some bitch that broke her arm or something. Then before that was a decision win versus Maria Silva, and that fight was really impressive. Got 10 minutes control time with 4 takedowns. So I think on this bout, Victoria Dudikova will look to take down Melissa Gatto. Especially Melissa Gatto, likes to beat the body. When she fought Ariane Lipsky her last bout out, landed 34 body strikes, and I feel like Victoria Dudukova should look to wrestle Melissa Gatto. So I think, Dudukova would just look to take down Melissa Gatto. And plus, when Tracy Cortez fought Melissa Gatto, was 2 for 3 on the takedowns and got 7 minutes control time. So I think Victoria Dudukova, look to get inside, get your single legs, get your double legs, and take down Melissa Gatto, dude. Let's fucking go. Victoria Dudukova for the decision win. Next bout, Ibo Aslan versus Anton Turkalj. This is a banger, bro. This is actually a rematch too. Anton was actually the only person to give Ibo his only defeat. He submitted him in the second round when they first fought. And in that bout, if you watched it, Ibo was actually winning the fight, bro. He had a really good first round. Then in the second round, Anton took him down, landed some nice ground and pound elbows. Then Ibo tried to rush up to his feet. He gave up his back. Anton took the back, slipped in the rear naked choke, and Ibo fucking got submitted. But in this bout, dude, Ibo wants revenge. He wants redemption for getting his first loss versus Anton. Especially, Ibo, since that loss to Anton, he's put together a 4-fight win streak, all by KO. So, he's gonna be looking to KO the shit out of Anton Turkalj. And Anton, his last 3 bouts haven't really looked that fucking well. And I mean, his first loss, versus Jailton Almeida was tough because Jailton Almeida is a top 6 heavyweight. Anton, went up a weight class to fight him. Then, after that, he lost via decision to Vitor Petrino. Then most recently was a TKO loss to Tyson Pedro. And that bout really disappointed me from Anton, bro, because I thought he would totally look to wrestle Tyson Pedro for 3 rounds. But no, he wanted to stand up with him. And, he paid the fucking price and got TKO'd by Tyson Pedro. But in this bout, dude, Ibo's looking to take off Anton's head. He wants redemption for Anton, giving him his first professional defeat. And I think, I totally believe he got better on the grappling. I hope he learned that when he gets taken down to not rush getting back up on the feet. Pretty sure he has. He learned his mistakes. And I know he's going to be looking to TKO the shit out of Anton Turkalj. So let's go Ibo Aslan to win via TKO. It's going to be a scrap, dude. It's going to be a real fucking scrap. And will Anton look to change levels? Or would he look to just strike with him like he did Tyson Pedro? Because he's kind of retarded. Like, I don't know why he didn't try to change levels versus Tyson Pedro. A real fucking scrapper. He paid the price, though. He got fucking TKO'd. But yeah, I'm going my dog. I'm going my G. Ibo Aslan to get a nice TKO win. Dude, when he hurts you, he fucking looks to kill you. Like, when he hurts you, he looks to kill you in the octagon. So, let's go Ibo Aslan to get a nice TKO win over Anton Turkalj, bro. Next bout, Dennis Bazooka versus Connor Matthews. I'm going Connor Matthews to win via decision, bro. Look, he wants to grapple, and he's coming off a nice decision win versus Jair Farias. And Jair Farias, before that fight, he was undefeated, 7 KO wins, 2 submission wins. In my opinion, a lot more dangerous than Dennis Bazooka. And I think Connor Matthews will look to take down Dennis Bazooka for 3 rounds, get a nice decision win. He'll get 6 takedowns out of 14 attempts, and he'll get 6 minutes control time. I'm fucking calling it right fucking now off the top of my noggin right here, yeah? But yeah, Dennis Bazooka, I will feel like, he is coming off a KO loss to Jamal Emmers, But in that bout, Jamal Emmers just hit him with a 1-2 off the bat, dropped him, got a nice TKO win. And, Dennis Bazooka would be looking to, go to the ground and shit. He'll be willing to go down the ground with Connor Matthews, because he does train with, Sterling, Merab and all those guys. So I'm pretty sure he'll know his way on the ground. But Connor Matthews, dude, he wants to grapple. He wants to take you down. And I think he'll take down Dennis Bazooka for 3 rounds, get a nice decision win over Dennis Bazooka. So, and plus, Connor Matthews, he beat the GOAT. He beat the GOAT in MMA in Rob Fuller. Rob Fuller, dude, you're not a real fighter if you haven't beaten Rob Fuller. So, nice job by Connor Matthews. And he's up next. Next bout, Julio Arce versus Herbert Burns. And, bro, I'm going Julio Arce to win via TKO. Listen, all Julio Arce would need to do is just get past that first round with Herbert Burns. Herbert Burns, he only had his UFC wins, He only gotten his UFC wins in the first round. And when he gets to the second round, bro, he gasses out. Like, perfect example was Bill Alguio, his last bout out. He fucking gassed out in the second round. How is that even fucking humanly possible for a UFC fighter? Jesus Christ, dude. You trained 15 minutes, right? You trained 15 minutes, huh? But yeah, I'm going Julio Arce to win via TKO. Just like I said, make it past that first round, and then you'll find success, bro. Herbert Burns will fucking gas out, dude. And, I know he hasn't fought since 2022. 2-year layoff. He's putting his fucking chin at rest. But I think Julio Arce will put it back in rest by TKOing him on Saturday. His nice left hand, nice quick jab. He will go forward. And plus, his only losses, too, for Julio Arce are against some solid strikers like Song Yadong, Montel Jackson, and Hakeem Dawodu. So, with good strikers, he has trouble with. And Herbert Burns is not a good striker. I mean, 1 KO finish and 8 submission wins. Nothing to worry about on the feet. The only thing we'll need to worry about will be that knee he hit Nate Landwehr with. But other than that, dude, Julio Arce, if you get taken down in the first, it's okay. It's okay. Go out in the second and third round and look to TKO Herbert Burns. This dude will gas out. This dude will gas out in the second and third, and Julio Arce will get a nice TKO win, bro. Quick left hand, quick jab. He's gonna TKO Herbert Burns. Let's fucking go, Julio Arce, to get a nice TKO win against Herbert Burns. And plus, on the ground, Julio does have 5 submission wins, so he is solid on the ground. So let's go, Julio. Next bout, Virna Jandiroba versus Lupi Godinez. And I'm going my girl Lupi to win via decision. Listen, Virna, her last bout out versus Marina Rodriguez, she took her down 3 times out of 7 attempts and got 12 minutes control time, bro. And Marina, not good on the ground, not good with the takedown defense or good getting back up to her feet. Lupi, she's going to keep going forward, and she's going to keep going forward all 3 rounds. And I feel like she kind of fight like Ribas, really technical, really nice on the stand-up versus Virna Jandiroba. Virna, not good on the feet. She wants to take you down. And Lupi, she can stuff takedowns or get her own takedowns. And I think she's a real solid grappler. A lot better than Marina Rodriguez, that's for fucking sure. And I think Lupi would, land solid on the feet, land good fucking strikes on the feet. And if she does get taken down, I have full confidence in her to reverse positions or get back up on her feet and continue her onslaught on the feet. So let's go Lupi to win. Plus, coming off a great decision win versus Tabitha Ricci, really good striker, really good fighter, and Lupi did beat her. And she has a 7-fight win streak right now, bro. She's fucking in the zone right now, and I believe she'll beat Virna to move that win streak to 8. So let's go Lupi to win via decision. Next bout, the feature prelim of the night, Nate Landwehr versus Jamal Emmers. This is gonna be a fucking scrap. Nate Landwehr's coming off a decision loss to Dan Ige. Dan Ige derailed Nate the Train. But, Nate's looking to get back in the win column with a nice win over Jamal Emmers. And I believe he will TKO Jamal Emmers, Nate Landwehr, nice right hand. He does get hit, but keeps going forward regardless. And, he likes to beat the legs. And I feel like Jamal Emmers, coming off a nice win versus Dennis Bazooka. But I feel like this fight between Nate and Jamal will be kind of like Jamal versus Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins, likes to beat the legs as well. I get Nate the Train might not have the same, power in the leg strikes like Jack Jenkins had. But I feel like, Jamal Emmers will be looking to time the leg kicks up with single leg attempts, trying to take down Nate Landwehr. And like what Jamal Emmers did to Jack Jenkins, he got 1 takedown out of 6 attempts. He'd be looking to time up the leg strikes for single legs. And I feel like Nate Landwehr, when Jamal Emmers tries to go in for a single leg or tries to transitions to change levels, sprawl out of it, get, transition to top, and TKO the shit out of him, bro. Because Nate Landwehr, he's solid on the ground. I would say Nate Landwehr a lot better on the ground than what Jack Jenkins was. So I think Nate Landwehr, he'll sprawl out of a takedown attempt from Jamal Emmers, get on top, take the back, and TKO the shit out of Jamal Emmers. So let's go Nate the Train. Get back on the tracks. Let's fucking go Nate the Train, dude. TKO Jamal Emmers, dude. This fight is going to be a scrap, dude. Fucking regardless, it is going to be a fucking scrap. Next bout. First fight on the main card. Chidi Njokuani versus Reese McKee. Fucking banger right here, Reese McKee coming off a decision loss to Ange Lusa. And we all know what Ange Lusa is, a bitch. A piece of talking shit, yeah. But yeah, Chidi Njokuani though, he's looking to get back in the win column. Last 3 fights are all losses. He lost to RoboCop Gregory Rodriguez. He KO'd Chidi. He got decision loss by Albert Duraev, who likes to beat the legs and like to wrestle. And most recently, coming off a KO loss to Michael Alexijic. And I think Chidi wants to get back in the win column. Nice 1-2. I mean, he KO'd Marc-Andre Barriault. And Marc-Andre Barriault's a fucking meathead, bro. Marc-Andre Barriault can take punishment. And legit, the first 1-2 Chidi landed fucking dropped Marc-Andre Barriault. And Reese McKee, I feel like, when Chidi lands a flush straight right, I think he's going to turn Reese McKee into a wrestler. I honestly do, dude. I think Chidi has way more power he has in his striking than what Reese McKee has. I think the first opening, the first 1-2 Chidi lands is going to hurt Reese McKee, and Chidi Njokuani is going to get a nice TKO win to get him back in the win column. So let's go Chidi Njokuani for the nice TKO win over Reese McKee. Next bout, Bill Algeo versus Kyle Nelson. This is going to be a scrap, bro. Real fucking scrap. Kyle's coming off a nice decision win versus Fernando Padilla. It was a really nice win. He did start the first round a little bit slow, but turned up the heat in rounds 2 and 3. But versus Bill Algeo, you know what I mean? Scrapper, bro. Real fucking scrapper. He likes to fight back and forth on the feet, but when he sees a takedown attempt or a takedown opening, he's going to take it, bro. If he sees a single leg, he's going to take it. Plus, he likes to beat the legs. Bill likes to beat the legs. Last bout out versus Alexander Hernandez. Landed 31 leg strikes on him in a 3-round contest. So nice job by Bill to beat the legs of Alex. And dude, Bill also likes to attack the calf and disguise a calf kick as a lead left hook kick. So watch out for that, dude. Nice lead left hook kick, dude. Learn that to say. Look, say that shit 3 times as fast. Holy fuck, dude. It took me a minute to say that shit. But dude, I think Bill Algeo will win this shit via decision. It's leg kick the shit out of Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson does like the return of leg kicks as well. So I think the first round is going to be real back and forth. Both fighters is calf kicking each other majority of the first round. And I think the second round, Bill will look to time up some takedowns, take down Kyle Nelson, put him on his back. Look for some submissions because he does have 7 submission wins. But I think this fight is going to go to decision, and Bill Algeo is going to get his hand raised via decision. So let's go Bill for the nice decision win. It is going to be a scrap, bro. Kyle Nelson coming off a nice scrap versus Fernando Padilla, and it was a fucking banger, dude. So let's go Bill Algeo to win via decision. Next bout, Nursultan Ruziboev versus Cedriques Dumas. I'm going Nursultan Ruziboev to win via submission, bro. Easy pickings. Ruziboev, he has more KO finishes than Dumas has fights. Ruziboev has double submission wins than Dumas has fights, bro. Ruziboev is coming off a TKO win versus Bruno Ferreira. Scary. Bruno Ferreira knocked him out with a clean right hand, just dropped him. And then I think, versus Bruno Ferreira, he showed up to stand up. I feel like in this bout versus Cedriques Dumas, going to show out the ground game, going to look for submissions, going to submit Cedriques Dumas. And plus, Cedriques Dumas, he does have a submission loss to Josh Frem. Josh fucking Frem. And Ruziboev is looking to show off his submission skill. I think he's going to easily submit Cedriques Dumas, take him down, look for an easy rear naked choke, easy arm triangle, get a nice submission win over Cedriques Dumas. Let's go Nursultan Ruziboev. Next bout, Chris Weidman versus Bruno Silva. And holy shit, dude. I'm going Bruno Silva to win via KO. Chris Weidman, this is going to be a tough fight for him. Real fucking tough. Especially last bout out versus Brad Tavares. You didn't even get him. You didn't even get a takedown once versus Brad Tavares, which is kind of scary. Because Bruno Silva, his only thing that's bad about Bruno Silva is his ground game, bro. He has 7 submission losses, dude. Fucking 7. You would think after your 4th or 5th, you would think to get your ground game, up a little bit more, get some more XP to your ground game attributes. But no, dude, it just accepts getting taken down and submitted, dude. So Bruno Silva, shit submission skill, shit ground game. And, that will be Chris Weidman's, advantage would be to take down Bruno Silva for 3 rounds. But I just don't see it, dude. I just don't see it. I think Bruno Silva will easily TKO Chris Weidman. It's going to be tough for Chris. It's going to be really tough. Bruno is coming off 2 losses. Most recently to Shara Bullet. Before that was a loss to Brendan Allen. But I just don't feel like Chris Weidman will be able to take down Bruno Silva. Maybe a couple times early on, but when it gets to rounds 2, rounds 3, Chris Weidman starts to gas out, starts to tire out, Bruno Silva is going to let go on the feet. And I feel like either a right hand or either a straight left is going to fucking knock out Chris Weidman. So let's go Bruno Silva for the nice TKO win. I'm sorry, Chris Weidman, bro. I'm really fucking sorry. Hopefully this is your retirement fight. If you lose, drop the gloves in the octagon and walk out, dude. Because you're a legend, dude. You're a legend, Hall of Famer, first person to beat Anderson Silva in the UFC, to take the belt. And, dude, I'm sorry, Chris Weidman, bro. You're going to lose via TKO. Let's go, Bruno Silva. Next bout out, co-main event, Vicente Luque versus Joaquin Buckley. Scrap of a co-main event right here. Vicente Luque's last bout out versus RDA wasn't really anything special. I mean, he got 8 takedowns at 11 attempts. He got 12 minutes control time. He kept RDA on the ground for 12 minutes. But versus Joaquin Buckley, it's going to be one to let go on the feet. And I feel like Vicente Luque, like, ever since that brain hemorrhoid thing, like, I feel like he's kind of panicky to let go or trade on the feet. But Vicente Luque does have a good chin. He can take a punch. But remember Andre Fiallo versus Joaquin Buckley. Andre Fiallo could take a punch too until Joaquin Buckley hit him with that head kick, fucking dropped him. And when Fiallo was on the rise, dude, I remember I used to be proud to be Portuguese, but ever since he went on that skid, it's like, shit, bro, you're embarrassing us, dude. The fuck, Fiallo? But still, like, Joaquin Buckley, he's going to look to let go on the feet. Damn well he's going to look to land that head kick, bro. And I feel like he will land it on Vicente Luque. I just feel like, Joaquin Buckley is going to keep going forward for 3 rounds. And Vicente Luque, yeah, he'd be looking to change levels and look to take down Joaquin Buckley. And maybe he will early on, but then when the fight goes on, Joaquin Buckley is going to pour it on Vicente Luque. And I feel like he will land that head kick, similar to what he did versus Andre Fiallo. And he will drop Vicente Luque. And I'm sorry, Vicente Luque. You are, respected fighter. I do like watching you fight, but this is going to be a tough matchup for you versus Joaquin Buckley. I do see Vicente Luque. I mean, he could just take down Joaquin Buckley for 3 rounds and just win via decision like that. But I think, Joaquin Buckley is going to be going for the kill. First co-main event. You saw he's happy. It's first time he is on the poster for a fight night, so salute to him. But I think Joaquin Buckley is going to look to TKO Vicente Luque. Let's go, Joaquin Buckley, for the nice TKO win on your co-main event debut. Main event time, Aaron Blanchfield versus Manon Farah. It's WMMA scrap this is right here. And, dude, it's going to be a really good fight, bro. It's going to be a really good fight, especially that first round. Aaron Blanchfield be looking to, strike back and forth on the feet between her and Manon. But Manon Farah, she's a fucking sniper on the feet. Fucking sniper. Good fucking head kicks, dude. Sharp punches. High-level striker. Plus, coming off a win versus Rose Namajunas, former champ. Damn well that gave her a confidence boost. Manon Farah, too, in her UFC career, has never been taken down. I do think that will change on Saturday. I do think Aaron Blanchfield will score a takedown on Manon Farah. But I think Manon Farah will get up. I just think this fight's gonna. I think this fight's gonna count down to the rounds 4 and 5. Aaron Blanchfield, she's never been to rounds 4 and 5. She has been scheduled to go 5 rounds versus Andrade, but she submitted Andrade in round 2, round 3. Manon, she went 5 rounds once earlier in her career, 2019. So she has experience going to 5 rounds. Especially, Aaron Blanchfield, like, first 3 rounds, like, will she gas out, going for takedowns? Like, versus Talia Santos, she was 0 for 14 on takedown attempts, but still managed to get 8 minutes control time. But, that fight, though, wasn't, scheduled for 5 rounds. And Manon Farah, she's going to have the pace for 5 rounds, and especially in the volume in her punches, will that add on in rounds 4, rounds 5? And I think it will. I think Manon Farah will win via TKO in the later rounds 4, round 5 versus Aaron Blanchfield. It is going to be a scrap, though. It is going to be a scrap. The first round is going to be really fucking good, I do imagine, because Aaron Blanchfield's going to be looking to, fight back on the feet. But, it is going to be a fucking scrap, bro. It is going to be a fucking scrap. I just think Manon's, striking will start to add on in rounds 4, rounds 5. The volume will start to add on. It'll start to hurt Aaron Blanchfield a little bit more than what it will be doing in rounds 1 through 3. But, dude, I think, Aaron Blanchfield, too, going for takedowns and Manon stuffing them, I will take a lot out of a fighter, too. Will gas you out even more. And I think, rounds 4, round 5, Aaron Blanchfield will start to, start to tank. Manon's, start to add on the striking. And I think Manon FIOROT will win via late round TKO. So let's go Manon FIOROT to get a nice TKO win over Aaron Blanchfield. And it's going to be a scrap, bro, regardless. This fight's going to be a scrap. I do think Aaron Blanchfield will find success with the takedowns. She will take down Manon FIOROT, but just the late round striking will start to add up for Manon, and I think she will TKO Aaron Blanchfield. UFC Atlantic City, bro. Hopefully this is a fucking banger. Hopefully the crowd goes fucking stupid like I imagine they will. And SPOOGE Army, I salute the troops. Hope you guys have a good evening watching the fights on Saturday. And, have a good one. I salute the troops. Hoorah!